My name's Cameron Carlson. I'm here with James Hutton of In His Likeness at Sugoicon 2010. It's pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. What do you want?
Yeah. So tell us what's been new with you since 2010.
Bunch of things. I actually, since my last Sugoicon, I got married, which was pretty awesome. My lovely lady is upstairs taking a nap. I've been working on a bunch of new projects. I've been trying. I just put out my second book, the second compilation of strips. So it's strips 101 to 200, and my hope is now to batch those out once a year. So I'll have a new book every year at Sugoicon.
Yeah, that's cool. So how about SFlix, and where can fans fan this comic and project?
Well, SFlix it's not a comic, it's a project. I'm a big fan of bad movies, to the point where I actually wore through my PlayStation 3 Netflix disc, where it was actually breaking my PlayStation, because I love bad horror. So I started this movie review site. It's SFlix. The S stands for a very mean word that you shouldn't use because it's naughty. But it reviews horrendous movies with kind of a sarcastic air. It rates the movie on how good the movie is, and then how so bad it's good it is. So that's that.
And so tell us where we can find this on the internet. Like, do we have to edit the word when you type it in, or can you use Google in order to find it?
Well, I bought the domain name s-flix.com because that's the work-safe version. If you type the full word -flix.com, that works too. And then In His Likeness is, of course, at inhislikeness.com.
And are you enjoying your return here, as always, to Sugoicon 2010?
The worst part about Sugoicon is that on Monday or Tuesday, when I finally get home and I go back to my desk job, I'm no longer a rock star. Like, I'm Mick Rolling Stones for 3 days, and I get to hang out with guests and voice actors and comic people and you guys and fans, and they're all really, really responsive, especially because I've been coming here for 4 years. So they're friends at this point. So I love this show, and I just hate leaving it.
Okay, so how do you write up such amazing bios about yourself for convention websites? Like, what's your creative juices when you get to do this?
I'm an egomaniac. One of the first shows that they were like, you have to write your own bio. I said, isn't that a bit pompous? And they said no. So when I looked at other people's bios, and they're very stiff, and they're, blah, blah, it's all written in the third person. Bob has been doing this comic for 10 years, and he finds that he's aspiring to be the greatest oil painter in the world. Well, I think it's even better I'm huge on the fourth wall. Anybody who knows my comic knows that I like there being no wall between me and the fans. I like the characters to know that they're talking to people. I like the characters to know they're stuck in a box. That's my favorite thing in the world. So why shouldn't my bio reflect the same thing? So it says something, I think the one you're referencing even says, James Hatton is a god amongst men, and he will defy all those he will crush them beneath his heels, and he should not be allowed to write his own bios. So it just is my sense of humor, is to defeat the fourth wall wherever it stands, because not a lot of things do it where the audience is an integral part of the art, and I think that's fantastic.
So you got any upcoming projects you're allowed to talk about at this time? No disclosure agreements like the voice actors have, but with art it's a little bit different.
Yeah, we have no editorial mandate. I actually can talk about, let's see, in the comic we're hitting up on the Revelation storyline, where I'm coming up on next year at this show. I'll be celebrating Strip 1000, which is a huge benchmark, and I know what's going to be happening there. Can't talk about what's going to happen after there because I don't know. I do have a fantastic meeting with somebody who's sitting in this row right here about a possible project, but I'm finishing up the Revelation storyline, and I guarantee you that comes next year, In His Likeness will either be over, which won't happen, or I'll be doing something of that nature that is bigger than I've been doing for the last 5 or 6 years.
All right, well, thanks for coming out here. We always enjoy having you come to Sugoicon and talking it up with everybody and having just a great time, and Snickers.
And Snickers. That's a story where my wife took an entire bag of Snickers and started putting them down girls' cleavages. It was wonderful. But I always enjoy Sugoicon. I love talking to you guys. And please, come see me. I will sit and babble and tell funny stories and wax poetic for hours because I hate talking. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You guys too.
Yeah.